30 minutes of friends talk about everything that matters to women. Welcome to the lounge.
Nail polish. I'm old school. I don't even like gel. I like old school nail polish. But there is not like stick-on nails, but stick-on nail polish. You can tell it's weird from my face. I didn't want to like say it's weird to like get everyone's reactions and opinions, but I think it's weird. What do you ladies think?
I don't know. To be fair, like sticker, like the ones that you put on your nails, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it works for some, it doesn't work for others. For me, it doesn't really work for me. I hate them. But I watched a couple of videos and they looked amazing because you get different kind of collections. You get to choose the stickers that you want and then you just stick them and then like, but it's so much work. You need to file, you need to like adjust everything to it. But I think if it works for you, good for you. But I think longer term, it wouldn't last. I know it's like gonna rip or something.
Right.
But other than that, I'm old school as well. I like just regular nail polish.
I mean, for my case, it's just I've never tried them on, to be honest. I've never done them before. I never thought about them. I always see them in stores, CVS, whatever. I never really thought of just like purchasing them one day and then just putting them on. I don't know. For me, I'm just used to the random nail polish, just sticking to that one. And especially when you're talking about the gel thing, I'm not a big fan of a gel. It's just so bad for the nails.
Thank you.
It's really bad. Like I've done them like 2 times and after that I was like, no.
Exactly. Can I rant since you mentioned that? Sorry, Hiba. But exactly, I have fallen into the trap of getting gel polish, I think 2 or 3 times. And I love my nails, my natural nails. You know what I mean? I like them to be strong. And the thing I hate the most is whenever I'm at the salon, they're like, put on gel, they'll be stronger. No, they're stronger because there's this heavy coating on it. As soon as you remove it, your nails are paper, and that kills my soul.
Exactly.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. And talking more about stickers, nail stickers, I remember I used to have them back in the days because when we used to go to school, it wasn't allowed for us to actually do any kind of nail polish. So I remember I used to buy them and I used to put them on my nails, but it wasn't that kind of, let's say, the ones that comes fully covered, but they were, let's say, more of a print that they could actually be stick on.
Oh, I remember.
So they were so much fun. And to me, I would say it's more of a let's say a phase of time where I actually use them, because I do remember them always within school times. I remember them back in college, but that's it. Nowadays, recently, I think it was 3 or 4 months ago, I found them online, and it's not a random, let's say, nail sticker, but they're more of, let's say, faces and these kind of.
Those make sense.
Yeah,
those make sense.
The ones that are really cartoonish way. So I have my nail polish done, and then I apply them on the nail.
That's normal.
So it's really fun for everyone to actually see. Since I work in school, so I remember I keep them for my students, and they have different reactions. So every time I correct a paper or point on something on their desk, I want them to focus on. They'll be like, "Oh my God!" That kind of face expression. So and adding to that, I remember I have one of our colleagues at TV. She always liked to put artificial nails, and she doesn't like them being let's say plain with color, but she add a rose to it, or she adds a certain, let's say, image to it through these stickers. So I was like, oh my God, you modified the artificial nails by adding a specific art to it in a way that really enhanced that kind of color and sense. And it really helped in a way. So I think it's always a preference to a person, what they like to do and not like to do when it comes into them. But yeah, I would say it's more of something that you just want to keep it, let's say, temporary on the nails, not wanting to damage them as well.
I think so too, honestly. The actual nail polish sticker thing, I don't think I'd be a fan of. But something like that, like an actual sticker, I would
definitely something to try at least once in a lifetime. That wouldn't hurt, you know?
I tried it once and I did it back home. It was ghetto, girl. I swear it was coming out so badly. Maybe because I did it badly. I don't know. But it was so bad. It came out and I was just so angry that I was just walking around with like a missing sticker in front of everybody. I swear, and I was like, it is what it is, and I've never done it again. But my sister-in-law, she does them all the time, and they look gorgeous as well.
I bet she's good at it.
Yeah, trust me. I'm bad at it. But the thing is, I feel like it's for creative people. People like to express so much.
Yeah.
But for us, like I'm more of a basic person. So, but how
Definitely.
about this? We go for a quick break and we'll be right back.
So when it comes into organizing everything at home, I mean, it's sometimes frustrating, sometimes it's annoying, time consuming, but let me tell you this. Organizing a fridge could be something amusing at the same time. Frustrating, but really good. So having that said, there are lots of videos that we've been seeing, especially if we're talking about online. Let me just send you this video so that you guys know what I'm talking about. So the video that I'm talking about is this one that actually tells you, that you can see, more about how to keep and preserve each type of a thing in the fridge. There's some equipments or some, let's say, organizers that you never thought of could be handy, but they're very handy in a way. So how do you feel about watching such videos? Like, are they healthy? Do you enjoy watching them, or you get really annoyed?
I get really annoyed.
How come?
It's annoying. Like, are you telling me it is normal to go through all of that with your fridge? Listen, guys, I am such a clean person and I like everything in its place. Okay. And when I'm stressed, I organize everything. I will create a mess and reorganize.
I thought I was the only one.
No, and I will clean for 8 hours straight till I cannot stand up anymore. But this to me is not okay. You know, like you mentioned something between us before that. Imagine I'm gonna have to take orange juice and like put it in a container.
Literally.
It's already in a container.
It's so true. I truly agree 100%. I don't understand them. Even though I think it's really nice to organize and everything, it's really lovely if you have the hearts for it. But I just don't care because I know myself. The minute I'm gonna buy the containers, I'm trying to look all cute and organized, and then I just don't have anything to put in it. It's just like one box of like milk maybe or something. And I'm like, and then it's like it's a busy fridge, and then it's just, it will make me more messy than I should. And also, I'm a messy person. I like when things are messy in the fridge. So when I look at them, I already know what they are. I already know what they are. Exactly. Honestly, so like, but the videos sometimes, the fridge ones really bother me. That's about it. I like organizing videos, but the fridge ones is just insane. How much do you I don't know, like, do you have so much time for you to actually like organize it that way? And it's super specific. Like everything is in order.
And how do you know what containers to buy? Like there's so many sizes, there's so many types. How do you know? That would give me anxiety. I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, and why do you only have parsley?
Yeah.
In a container the whole time? Like, are you a rabbit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, it's just, I don't think it's practical. I think it's aesthetically pleasing to look at, you know, but other than that, I don't think it's practical.
Okay. Well, to me, what I really love is let's say the organizing containers are the ones that, for me, the one that I use it for soda. So what happened is I have different kind of fizzy drinks. So I adjust them sometimes in a way, and then I keep forgetting because the ones that are in front are the ones that you always get to always use. So I remember what I did is I bought these organizing, let's say, boxes where you keep the soda in, but it's rolling. So every time you pick a piece from down, it starts to roll so that everything comes. And I don't organize everything by color or precise, but this brand in the beginning, and then the other one, or the other soft drink, and so, because sometimes you get, if you find yourself buying so many, let's say a certain fizzy drink, and you have another one, but you prefer this one, so you end up drinking it all the time, forgetting the other drinks, and you'll go to the other drinks once that is out of stock in your fridge. So what happens is that I keep an intent to have different kind of soft drinks, not organized, so that I could, let's say, give myself a chance to have different kind of a juice or a drink in a way. So this is what I actually do when it comes to using organizers.
For me, I actually find it very satisfying to watch these kind of videos, especially if I'm someone that doesn't know how to do these things. Especially that kind of containers that they have and how they do it. It's so difficult. Like at times, like I'm a very organized person, and my whole family knows that. It's just I keep doing things at a certain way, especially in the fridge. They're like, you're either in the fridge or somewhere else. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm organizing. Just leave me alone. This is my type of way of like de-stressing myself from whatever it is that's happening in my head. So for me to watch it is sort of satisfying in a way, even though I cannot really do it fully, but it's just, I don't know, I find it to be very entertaining.
Don't you think it's restricting a little bit? Like, honestly?
Yeah.
Because, like, where am I going to put the turkey?
Where am I going to put the rest of the stuff?
It is so true. But how about that? We go for a quick break and we'll be right back.
Ladies, today I called one of my friends and they did not pick up. And honestly, the whole day I'm just thinking, when are they going to call me back? So I've noticed I have a bigger issue with someone not picking up than someone not replying to a text because it's fine. When it comes to calls, you better answer my call.
Surely.
How do you feel about that?
Well, to be honest, it's fine. Like with me, if no one answers my call, I'd be like, thank God they didn't answer. Let me just send them a voice note and I'll just be relieved out of it. And I'll find another person, trust me,
I know
for
you
them
did.
to answer. And then I'll be talking and it goes
And life is
on
good.
and on. Yeah.
It goes on and on.
Definitely. I think I'm truly becoming to get more understanding of the situation because how I feel, especially lately, sometimes it's not that I hate the person or anything, nothing personal. Sometimes I just don't want to reply to anyone.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with anything. It's just sometimes I like to be in my own headspace just to relax myself. And once I feel like I've feel in a much better space or like I'm in a better mood, then I can actually talk to the person. rather.
Honestly, yes, 100%. I know this is going to sound like double standards, but I do that too. I don't pick up. But some people, if I call, I need them to pick up.
Yeah.
Although I might not pick up. So that's toxic and we're going to work on that. Yeah.
Goodness. For me, unless if it's urgent, I want you to pick up.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
would get extremely angry. I'll be
Definitely.
furious, and I'm not gonna talk to you if you did not talk
Right.
to me. And I
Definitely.
would be childish about it. When you
I
call
agree.
me, I'm not gonna pick up now.
Of course.
And it's a whole situation, and it's a war. I need a couple of days to calm down. Yeah, but like,
They
if
could have
it's not-
just picked up.
Yeah, like what do you have?
If it's
like,
an
what is-
emergency, I
what
think
is
it's very
important
important.
in your life?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
But if it's not urgent, I completely understand. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever. You call me when I will just send a text. I'm like, call me whenever you can. Talk to me.
Definitely.
And yeah, but on the other hand, a lot of times I don't even know where my phone is. Like, where my phone at?
Exactly. That's why I've been judging you the whole time we
Yeah.
were talking because I know me and you could disappear for days on
It's so
end. Okay.
Yeah, it's so true. And that's why I'm like, if you call me, please tell me to call you back because I'm not gonna call you back. And like, but you called me and I called you back.
Yeah.
I called
We
you. real
actually
quick.
ended up having a conversation.
It
I'm
was
so proud
true.
of us.
And it wasn't even for that long because we both from both ends we were like, okay, it has to come to an end.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But like, it's the thing for me. If you call me, just give me some time and I'll call you back. And please don't talk for that long unless if I'm actually in the mood.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's my
Definitely.
only issue.
Definitely.
Yeah, like to be honest, like I never call a person unless it's something that I need to talk to them. And the thing is, all of my friends and family, they understand that. They know Hiba doesn't call. I always send voice messages. And if I call, that there's something going on. So I always tend to not call my mom, but maybe text her, send her a voice note, and then tell her I'm gonna call you. Because once I call her and she doesn't reply to me, she will freak out. Like there's something bad happened to her. That's why she called me. So my relationship with my friends and family is that it's not a call situation. It's always a message, and especially a voice note. So having that said, I think, and I believe this is one of the reasons why I don't really get really annoyed if they don't answer me, is because I'll end up having another way for them to receive the message.
Yeah.
And so, but what really annoys them is once I call them, they don't reply. And when they call me back, I don't reply, they freak out. Like,
Right.
why didn't you answer? I've been calling you. And I was like, yeah, but I called you first. And you didn't
Right.
answer.
That's definitely my mom. That's definitely my
It's a
mom.
parent thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I had the same issue with my dad a few days ago. I called him, he didn't pick up, called me, and he's like worried. And I'm like, what are you worried about
Yeah,
now?
exactly. Exactly.
Actually, I would be mad at my mom, honestly. I'm like, why didn't you pick up? I love you so much. And I'm your daughter.
Yeah,
And
that's
if
me.
you don't like reply,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm supposed to be your world.
Exactly.
Like, I just don't understand. What do you have that is important?
Thank you so much because I am the same with my mom. So if she calls me and I decline or, not answer, it's fine. But if she doesn't pick up, it's over.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
a
what are you
problem.
doing?
Like your daughter is calling you like,
Exactly. I put
and
in mind.
and I will fight about it.
Oh, me too. Because I'm like, Mommy, I'm your daughter. And I'm not even the only daughter, but I feel like I'm the only one.
Exactly. We are the only.
But then put in mind, I'll call her every morning and then every night. Why? Like, it's a routine now.
Right.
And if I call you in the middle of the day, you should let go of everything that you're doing and pick up
Exactly.
the phone.
I agree with you.
Yeah, and it's just like, I can't. You know what? It wasn't an argument, but it was a big discussion. I had to go home and talk to her.
I agree.
And this is another conversation also I'm gonna hold today. But how about this? We go for a quick break and we'll be right back.
So big hair clips have been trending. There's so many variations, so many types, and everyone is wearing them in different ways. But usually, ladies are like putting the hair up, and I don't know. I'm not a clip person, clearly. Nothing new. I'm not an anything person. But do you like them or not? Because I feel like they really suit a lot of people.
Yeah. I love them, but also it used to be like a comfort thing at home that you do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like an outside thing. And then it was like, I think a trend like years ago, like early 2000s. And then you would put like pencils as well.
That's
and it would get all creative.
Like the Japanese looks like a chopstick
It's so
thing.
true. You try to look all cute.
I'm
And
gonna make a confession.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
That was my high school. Yeah, the Japanese,
And they were
whatever
so
they
cute.
are.
Worked out for me.
Honestly, it was easy, you know. I'd roll out of
I
bed.
don't know. I just don't know how to do anything.
Just do a
gonna
button and
help
stick to pencils.
I have pens, and we're gonna do this.
Thank you.
But I think they're really cute. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I totally agree with you. And of course, I remember, you know, the hair clip ones that they used to come more of, let's say, triangle shape or something like that, that they used to be sided in a way. I remember they were more of a trend back in the days. And then everyone stopped using them, and then we start using bobby pins.
Yeah.
And then they're all of a sudden back in a trend, and they're not just, let's say, the normal ones, they're colored ones as well.
That's right.
And the branded ones, like you go actually to a certain brand store, and then you have the big hair clip being there, waiting for you just to purchase and add them to your hair. To be honest, I had that kind of more of, let's say, a feeling towards them. I ended up buying a forkeha. It's type of a gold accessory that you add to your hair. And people used to say, oh, okay, so is this an accessory? And I was like, no, it's jewelry, it's gold. And they're like,
I love that.
there is accessory. I was like, yes, but I'll know it's an accessory, so I have to have it as a jewelry. So then I remember they used to say, yeah, but why did you buy this for a certain occasion, maybe only in Ramadan and so on. And I was like, no, you can wear it whenever you feel like wearing it, no matter where you are and how you feel about it. Just wear it and go outside and enjoy your time. So to me, I think they are more of, let's say, a trend. I wouldn't say it's more of a style that people are sticking to, but I would say it's more of a trend, because if a certain, let's say, influencer, well-known people will talk about it in a way that they address it and change the style of it, people immediately are going to be shifted away from it.
That is so true. Honestly, I'm all about brands and things that last, but buying a hair clip from a brand, honestly, I cannot do it. It's insane, because for the same amount you can get a mini bag or a wallet or a card holder, whatever it is, depending on the brand. And you don't know how long these clips are going to be in fashion, because we lived it in the early 2000s when they were so fashionable. And I remember at that point we were putting them in the front of our hair. It was terrible. You know what I mean? They're definitely pulling it off way better now, but imagine again, the trend goes away and you are left with something that expensive. I have fallen into that trap with phone covers. So our phones change every 2 years, let's say, sometimes 3 if you're that kind of person, which I am. And I would have so many phone covers that I would have spent hundreds on that I can't use anymore, because obviously every phone is different. So I don't know.
So even if you're wearing it, I'm still gonna look at you and I'm gonna be so obsessed with it. You know what I mean? So I think you should be the trendsetter. As long as you look great and representable, then that's all that matters.
Definitely. I think I'm someone like of somewhat to love admiring people that love to like wear them, but I'm not personally someone that would actually do it myself. The only thing that I fell for, which is a trend like when we were back in middle school or like elementary, the butterfly clips.
They're so cute.
That had sparkles.
They're so
That was
cute.
like the cutest thing ever.
Exactly.
And ever since then, I just stopped wearing any type of a clip. So I don't know.
I love
We should bring them back for the kids, Ali. It's for the kids. Let's not go crazy.
When we were kids.
I
I don't know about now.
They're so cute.
But they
I
were
love them.
so cute.
Yeah.
You literally brought back my childhood. I love it.
Genuinely. And I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, why not enjoy it as long as you look presentable, you look gorgeous, and you look, cute?
Definitely.
That's all that matters. I don't
Definitely.
think it should stop.
And they're definitely timeless.
Yeah,
I don't think
truly.
it's something that you can just wear depending on a certain hype. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? We go for a quick break and we'll be right back.
So when it comes into bags, and since we always have different kind of, let's say, preference to bags, talking about a certain type, the mesh bags, I don't know if you're really into, let's say, holding them or purchasing them. To me, they're always more of a summer, beachy vibes bags that I really enjoy purchasing, having. I would add many things into them, and it will always be not very heavy, not very full, and it's very easy to adjust and carry.
Like for the people who don't know what like a mesh bag is, it's technically like a net bag, but smaller holes. And again, the see-through situation, I genuinely don't want
We're
people
back at it, yeah.
Honestly, we go back to the basics. I cannot stand it. But again, if you wear it, I wouldn't be mad at it because, mashallah, you're really creative with things.
Oh, thank you.
And like you go all out, and I love seeing it on you. And I know like there's so many creative people like that. So go ahead. But for me, I cannot stand it. I genuinely can't, and you can never catch me having it. And if I do, please talk to me, Lita.
I will talk to you. I will talk to you. I hate that I'm the person that has to be like, what are you doing in this group? But yeah, I can see Hiba wearing it. If you're wearing it, I know you're going to be having a midlife crisis
100%.
or something, or just a crisis of some sort.
Yeah.
So I will definitely help. I don't mind the bag. I'm not going to own one. But it scares me because in my head, especially the ones that expand and stretch, right?
Yeah.
It scares me. How are things not falling? How are things not breaking? And I feel like it's gonna pull and it's gonna give me anxiety. So I'm out, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, for my case, I tend to be a little messy when it comes down to putting stuff in my bag, and there are certain things that I don't want people to be noticing. You know?
Of course.
You know, there's cute little things that I like to put out to the world, but certain things, especially for a girly girl, you know, have to see.
Okay.
Definitely.
So let me tell you this: the mesh bags that I actually have, I use them in the World Cup, not the World Cup, sorry, the Gulf Cup championship that we had. So I didn't want to have a very heavy bag with all of the essentials that I need, from cameras, stands, phones, and so. So what I did is I grabbed that bag. I kept all of the most important things in it, because when you carry it, it's not that heavy. And I don't know how, but the weights get really, let's say, distributed in a way that you don't feel that it's going to be turned off or, let's say, falling down and so. So I remember a lot of people's reaction was, especially the crew that I was working with, is how are things are being there, and every time they ask for something, I will be taking it out. If it's a power charger, it's out. If it's a wire, it's out. If it's a camera, it's out. And they were like, why is it things falling? And I don't know why. Like, I don't know if it's the material of the bag that I use. Like, it didn't have that kind of, let's say, small holes in it. It had a really big holes. It was very light. I used it for summer. I used it for outdoor with all of these essentials. But yet, it was,
I'm scared.
It's still one of the bags that I would really carry on.
The whole time you are mentioning there's cameras in there, all I can envision is Hiba putting down the bag somewhere on the floor, and things are going like, you know what I mean?
Getting
Like the
scratched,
camera lens, like
you're getting scraped.
Everything is with all of these lens protection.
I feel like
basically,
it's breaking.
And like, what about the wires?
when we're talking about the
Hanging
cameras,
out?
It's truly.
the cameras that I'm using are the ones that are used for these kind of situations. The one that you toss, you know, the one that you throw on the ground that you're not really scared of. We're talking about the ones that
The
are
plastic
for
one.
movement,
Oh, okay.
for the movements, the ones that has a shock, brake shock or something when it comes into, let's say, having them on the floors. So that's the reason why I have that bag for these camera as well.
Yeah, you can, again, at the end of the day, you can never catch us having them. But the reality of things, we're grown and we'll move on.
I'm definitely not a grown-up person, as you could tell. Like, I always would rather carry a backpack. If I was like out anywhere,
That's
like
cool.
if I had like, let's say, a camera or something like that, things that I need to be using, especially when I'm traveling, definitely a backpack. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely not a mesh one, but like, again, at the end of the day, you love it, so we can't complain.
As long as Hiba's happy, we are all happy.
Truly.
Forever.
Yeah. Well, how about this? We take a quick break and be
Ladies, one of my favorite things on the planet is face mists. So I'm not only talking about after makeup face mists, which for me, as soon as it's starting to finish, I'm running out to buy like a good inventory of them, not just one or two pieces, like just a few. I use a lot of layers and powders for TV, and I hate how it looks. So spraying that really just melts everything, makes my life complete. But something else I've fallen in love with is the aerosol water sprays that you can get at the convenience store or something like that. In the beginning, I really didn't understand why they would be important and why they exist, but I have gotten so attached to them, to confess honestly. Everyone's rolling their eyes. So
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
And I'm out there for the world to see.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just you're taking water and then you're just spraying it.
Right.
To be fair. And when I was in England, it was great because I felt like I was, living the moment. And I was like, in an ad or something. But then later on, it started getting ridiculous. And I was like, what am I doing with my life? You know what I mean? I wouldn't go all out of my way to get one, to purchase one. I get if you want to feel refreshed. How about that? You can use water and then you just put it on your face. But then again, it's preference. You can never catch me by it again.
But see, you can't do that. You can't just put water on your face if you have makeup on.
I mean, even the face mist, I would never spray it on my face when I have makeup.
Truly.
I feel like it's not gonna be effective, and to me, I hate that kind of texture when I feel like there is kind of, let's say, that kind of moisturized all of a sudden face with all of the. I feel like if I did that, I'll just grab a soap and I'll just wash
the whole face and be done with it.
Just to ruin your day, I'm working tomorrow, so I'm gonna have a lot of makeup on. I'm gonna send a video on the group showing you the amount of face mist I put on. It gets so watery.
How does it last?
The droplet.
No way. But how does it last though?
Sorry?
You still love it though, right?
Obsessed with it. Honestly, I cannot. I look forward to that step in my makeup.
I'm just so confused. If you're using
I don't
water.
get the stuff that helps your face last. I get the stuff that's gonna bring back the moisture. I'm so dry and all the makeup is so drying.
Makes sense.
But how does it last? It doesn't ruin your makeup?
No.
I can touch my face and I'm good.
Crazy.
Yeah, it probably works for some people and some others it just doesn't work. For me, for instance, it never works out because for me, if I even put makeup, one drop of oil, just my face is kind of having a combination skin. So no, just no for me.
Yeah.
I would rather use it when I'm somewhere on the beach or on a pool.
Exactly.
I could use that when I don't have makeup on. Honestly, I used to use that years ago until I found a better solution, which is rose water.
I love rose
it's
water.
The best thing for the skin.
Best
so
water.
I was like, So I was like, let's just stick to rose water.
I use that too. Honestly, I think it's just me and mists.
I love rose water. I can't live without it.
The thing is, it's very great, but yet again, I would use it when it's maybe not with makeup. I would just spray my face without makeup. It will make me feel more secure. But talking about that, I'm very sure it's very great. We're waiting for you tomorrow to send us the video. So until then, how about we wrap it up?